Tuesday, March the 29th, 45 degrees. Time for the AM 990 Business Spotlight. Here's your host, George Bryant.
Thank you, John, and welcome to a beautiful Tuesday. It's springtime in Memphis, and I just love this weather, except for that yellow stuff that gets all on top of my car every morning. It's kind of a mess. But honored guest today, this is a time we turn our spotlight on some of our partners, our business partners. And today I'm proud to have Traci Strickland, the VP of Marketing for Triumph Bank. Welcome to our studios.
I'm so excited to be here, George. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I am too. I'm so happy to have you. Number one, probably one of the prettiest faces that we've had in studios for a while.
Yes, this morning, as a girl, possibly. Yeah.
But really, I love what you guys stand for with Triumph Bank. You're celebrating your 10th anniversary this year, and I know that early on, I guess 10 years ago, the founders started 2006. And they really wanted to do what you guys are really executing, is have that hometown bank, feeling. Right. And you guys do such a great job with that.
We're excited to still be here, honestly. If you can think about where the world was and where the economy was 10 years ago, and right before the bubble burst, and the fact that we're still here. There's not too many businesses, I think, that's probably started in 2006 that are still here 10 years later.
Oh, that's a great point.
Those
were tough times.
Of that. And I've been in the wealth management business before this, and there are some tough times. And so we're honored to serve the Memphis community and still be one of those local businesses.
And probably what we're going to be doing in this segment is giving, this is going to go on for quite a while. So like for our listeners to make sure you tune in on Tuesdays right here at 7:30, because what we're going to find out a little bit more of the inside of what it takes to be a hometown bank and the support you guys give. I'm always talking about saluting our businesses who support the community. And you guys are just so good. We're going to get in deeper about some of those projects you're working on, and then also how you help small businesses grow. And I just really love that. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more with Traci about Triumph Bank's projects on helping with small businesses growth, and also helping the average Joe like myself get a good checking account. So you're listening to AM 990.
We're now at the AM 990 Business Spotlight. Here's your host, George Bryant.
Thank you, John, and welcome back to our studio. Our special guest today, Traci Strickland, the VP of Marketing for Triumph Bank. Welcome back in our studios, Traci.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. And what's really good, if there are people out there today that not happy with their customer service they're getting at their bank, but also if you're thinking about starting a business, you might want to listen up. We're going to have a series that's going to go on, and our listeners invited to tune in as we bring in people from outside in the community that will give us input, that are people that Traci works with, part of the team, and then also maybe some businesses who have gone through the process. I want to give out the numbers real quick, though. You can reach Traci always at 901-333-8815. And then their website, great website to check out, and you can see all the things that they offer. It's really detailed, triumphbank.com, so it's an easy one to find. And you're located now, you're our neighbors right down the street.
Absolutely, right around the corner at Poplar 240. I remember it used to be the Cafe Espresso in the Bridgeway Inn back in the day, but now we're next to Starbucks, Nothing But Cakes. Olive Garden, absolutely. We've got that. And then, of course, we just opened our brand new retail office in Germantown across from Saddle Creek on West Farmington.
Oh,
that's
sweet.
our state-of-the-art location that we just opened last year. And then we're out in Collierville on Poplar, and we are also in Arlington on Airline Road.
Yeah, so you're all over the Mid-South and, in the community and doing a lot of give back. Like we're saying, you're doing something over in Binghamton. Is that correct?
We are. We made a very concerted effort. Obviously, there is a lot of need, and there's a lot of things we'd love to do to serve the community, but there's only 100 of us, and we figured, it's a lot better for us to go deep in a couple of neighborhoods and locations than to try to do a little bit everywhere to make a bigger impact. So Binghamton is definitely one of those neighborhoods, and we have adopted a school there right on Tillman called Binghamton Christian Academy, and it is a sweet private school. The families pay, it doesn't matter if they have 1 or 5 children there, they pay $100 per family to attend this school. There are several Sudanese refugees that attend the school, but there's about 120 students. A couple of years ago, we partnered with a company called Agape North. We may have them on one of our shows coming up in coming weeks, but they are like Tom's Shoes in Memphis. So when you buy your logoed apparel, they save up how many purchases that you've made, and then you can adopt a school. And they will print up logoed school shirts for the kids, and we presented these shirts as our kickoff to our partnership with them. And then we go at least a couple of times a semester and serve dinner. They have about 32 students that live there Monday through Thursday. So they live there, they eat there, they have their meals, and so we bring them dinner, have activities. We actually, our team, raise money ourselves with personal donations to collect money to purchase twin bedding for all 32 of their beds, and presented it to them last month, and the kids were so excited. Of course, the girls were a little more excited than the boys, to get new things. They immediately made up their bed, and it looked precious. But they're one of our really wonderful partners, and we're starting to do some things with the Carpenter Art Garden. We have an artist that does those Memphis Grizzlies hearts that people have in their yards.
Oh, yeah.
That boy that did that has one of his artworks hanging in our Germantown location. And so we're going to start developing a deeper relationship with them.
Yeah.
Hopefully start working with the Binghamton Development Corporation down the road this year as well.
You guys are, and see, that's what's so good about you guys at Triumph Bank, giving back. And it's so important for, our businesses to do that for our great community and give our community support so they can thrive. The really cool thing, though, about you guys being the local community bank, one of the statements that you were making to me is that you want to make their bank life easier. Talk to me a little bit about how you guys do that.
Well, I think, and I might have said this on a previous show last year, but there's a quote out there that says, or maybe a statistic more likely, that says people would rather go to their dentist than their financial advisor. And that says a lot. I mean, I know how much I dread going to the dentist. So between financial advisors and banks, people don't like talking about money. It's a very personal subject. How many times have I've talked to many of my peers, and they say, I don't even remember the last time I went to a bank. People don't like it. They don't like the experience they have. They don't feel like anybody knows them. And we've really changed that and turned that whole experience model on its ear. And when you walk into our Germantown office, we actually have words on a branding wall that our team put up there that it really talks about that experience that we want people to have, so that they know that we know them by name, we understand their circumstances, their goals, their needs, and that really helps us customize a particular product or service and how we can best, help them grow. And that's our tagline and the name of this show, Let's Talk Growth.
I think that's great. Triumph Bank celebrating their 10th anniversary here in the Mid-South. Traci Strickland, VP of Marketing, is in our studios today. And we're going to be right back in a moment. We're going to talk a little bit more about how she can help your business grow. So stay tuned. You're listening to AM 990.
KWAM, it's Memphis this morning. Continuing with the AM 990 Business Spotlight, and your host, George Bryant.
Thank you, John, and welcome back to our studios on this beautiful Tuesday. We've got in our studios Traci Strickland, the VP of Marketing for Triumph Bank. Welcome, Traci.
Thank you, George.
It's great having you here. And you guys are celebrating. I'm so proud. Started in 2006, celebrating your 10th anniversary. And that's huge. That's really huge.
Absolutely. We're just honored to be here. And we just know when we founded the bank, and our board they were all amazing business owners themselves. And they wanted to develop a bank that was for businesses, small businesses. Memphis is one of the most entrepreneurial cities in America.
That's what I'm always hearing.
It's amazing to see the new businesses that are always starting up. And you started mentioning our small business tilt, and we probably have about 80% of our customers do have some either they own a small business or help run the small business. And we had a couple of gentlemen come to us several years ago. They own one rental house. And thought, we'd really like to, buy more rental houses and do more to be able to, serve this community and have more houses out there all over Memphis. And so our executive team actually sat down and wrote a business plan for them and helped them figure out what their goals were, whether it's 5-year goals, 10-year goals. And now, years later, we've actually featured them in one of our My Triumph ads that you might might have seen on either our website or some of our ads in print. But it's amazing to think how fast they've grown. They probably have at least 3, maybe 4 businesses that we take care of for them. And it's Crest Core Realty is the name of the company. And it's awesome to see how, just being able to work with them and understand some real entrepreneurial spirited guys, understand what they want to accomplish and lead them on that path to growth.
Well, what's really great is to be able to find a bank that cares and then will also give you that support like you guys have.
We really love, it's all about building relationships and understanding that customer. That is point blank what it's all about. And hopefully that separates us and makes us a little different.
So you're very business friendly. And I know that a lot of times it's hard when you're a small business owner and you know that you need to go ahead and grow to the next level. And cash flow is a problem. But you have experts on your staff that you guys get the pencil out and figure out a way to do that?
We have a commercial lending team that is fantastic. We have a brand new chief banking officer, Britt Boatwright, who you always think of people moving to Nashville, but he left Nashville to come to Memphis and work for us. He started in January, and he leads our commercial lending team. We have residential lending, commercial real estate that we work with. And so just come in. If you wanted just a second opinion, you've got this idea, make an appointment with us and just, tell us what you're wanting to do, and maybe we can get you on that road to.
Oh, man, that's great. I know actually our operations manager, he's got a great story about how you helped his daughter get her checking account started. So that was really
I loved having Art's daughter come in. It was great. She's moved back to Memphis and trying to get back on her feet and get her banking account started, and we were honored to have her.
And you guys really did help her out a lot. Well, we're going to resume this next Tuesday, every Tuesday for quite a while. We're going to have a special segment. They're going to be talking about business, banking in the Mid-South. Traci Strickland, VP of Marketing for Triumph Bank. Traci, tell us how we can get in touch with you and other contact points.
You gave my direct number, but I think if you want to just call the bank directly to make an appointment, our main number is 901-333-8800. Of course, you can always check out our website, triumphbank.com. Next week, we're going to talk about our online and mobile services that continue that progress about making banking easy.
Sounds great. Tune in on Tuesdays right here. Yep. Traci Strickland with Triumph Bank. Thank you again.
Thank you, George.
You're listening to AM 990.